Well, this is not going as planned. Hello. I'm a bit early today. Let's see how everything's going. I made an oopsie. Hello, Messor and Guy and Crest, Nico Ants. How is everybody doing? Those are our Camponotus irritans. Oh, I made a mistake with the planning, and now I tried to change it, and the stream started. So let's go, I guess. How's everybody doing? Hey, Xavier. Hello, Ant-Man. Main man, Martin. Show the Fuscas. Well, I am going to start with this colony. I need to do some cleaning. I need to do a lot of cleaning. Yeah, we need to take care of our ants because it's Mother's Day and all Queen's ants are mothers, of course. I am a little bit worried though, but this colony has breached the barrier. So let's see how they behave. Sadly, the Atta queen has passed away. I just took her out of the setup. Okay, they are not letting me get in there. They're already on the lid again. I need to get some new barrier. At the moment, I only have alcohol, but I don't want to use that. So I am going to make them some food. As you can see, I gave them some blue sugar water, and they are very happy with it. But you're gonna see more blue ants today. Alcohol is not really good for acrylic. So I use it only if I really need to. I mean, the tetras I don't go without. Just olive oil is not enough for my ants. I tried it, didn't work. I am grabbing some red runners. Tomorrow is my birthday. Well, congratulations in advance, Riley and Encrest. Or you were saying something on another question. Hello, that guy. Okay, red runners. You can see that there's two on the lid right there. Get off. Okay, I'm gonna do it real quick. Whoa, did you see that? Lightning fast. I'm in contact with Ilias, and we're gonna make something work. I mean, it was some bad circumstances, and we'll figure something out. But I'll show the other queen, who is very much alive, in a bit. But first, I want to see, do you know how many ants are in the outworld? Look how many there are in the white tongue. So Rita is doing amazing. And I think I just saw her. Yep. She is light. Sorry, it's not the best lighting, but she is right there. Hello, Rita. And you can see that their gases are all blue. So, yep. No, I didn't sell Rita. I sold Nikita. Nikita, said Martin. No, I didn't sell your colony. Come on. Rita is still here. Okay, I saw Fusca, and yes, I still have to make labels. Jimmy Brown, sup and like, my friend. Just trying to find your stream now, and I'll be following you. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Welcome. We have tons of videos. By the way, guys, thank you for the video from yesterday. Lots of views on it. Really, really happy with that. Oh, we're going to give them a new tube. This one's almost dry. Let's grab some stuff out of the outworld. Now they are not in there. Oh, okay. That's quite stuck. Let's grab the shovel. Where did I leave the shovel? So, has everybody done something nice for their moms today? Because I know for that in a lot of places around the world it's Mother's Day. Yeah, I want to start making some shorts again, but I just didn't have the time. So, yeah. Okay, let's peek in the nest. Oh, that's nice. Lipstick and wrote a letter. That's cool. So, on to our next mother. As you guys all know, I kind of regret putting them in this size nest. At the time, I did not have the teardrop nest yet. But they are doing good. They are expanding. So, while you look at the nest, I'm going to make them a treat. Yeah, good point, Ants Apprentice. Jimmy Brown, all the nests that you see in the stream are my own design, and they are for sale on the website craftingant.com. We ship worldwide. Have you counted how many ants you have? As in species, or what do you mean? Because you can see the list on the Discord. I think we're at 33 at the moment, 33 colonies, and around 28 species. Something like that. So, yeah. Now, Jimmy, it's craftingant.com, and all the setups are for sale. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you want to make a donation, please do it through Ko-fi.com, the link that Martin just sent out. YouTube isn't taking a large chunk. If you donate here, the Ko-fi donations will also show up here in the stream. So, yeah. And, of course, all the money that I make from YouTube and donations go back into ants. This is the Fusca. Yep. Okay, guys, you know the drill. If you want to see a species, let me know, and I'll grab them. If not, I'll just start grabbing them in a random order. Atta. Okay, I'll get the Atta after this one. I didn't see anything, so sadly the drunk one is not here anymore. She died half an hour ago. So I'm already working with Ilias, because I would like a two queen colony, but they were in shipping too long. But it's also not completely Ilias's fault. So we need to. Oh, I didn't change the tube out of that one. We have to do that. Are you gonna pin her? No. It's just water. So the humidity in the nest has to be higher. So it's a gypsum block. It soaks up the water, as you can see over there, and then it gives off the water in humidity during, well, how depending on what the species needs. Show the Texas bullet ant. I will in a minute. First, going to give these girls something to eat. Again, I'm not able to clean because the barrier is gone. Where do you get all of these different ant species? Well, from different ant shops. Okay, I'm gonna give these guys something big because they need some food. So I'm getting out the dubias. Yeah, the biggest selection is from the ant merchant. Yeah. Hey, Flo and Tour. Ant nest in the USA. Oh, I don't know if you watch Cole Ants. He has a guy that sells ants in America, in the USA, and looks like a legit guy, to be honest. Yeah, stateside ants. Hello, Pedro. Yes, we also think so, that it's pretty cool. No, Cole doesn't sell ants, but he has a partner. You can find it on his YouTube channel. That's the guy you also went out ant hunting with. Yeah, I think it's Atlantis. I think you're right, too. No, he doesn't sell nests, just ants. By the way, guys, just now off stream, I placed a new tube on the Fusca. Well, you guys want to see the Atta, I guess. Okay, here we go. There is a lot of stuff in the outworld. But there she is. It's the most fat queen that we have. So it's very sad that her sister died. And I'm working on seeing what we can do with Ilias. Do you have any velvet ants? Velvet ants. Which ones were the velvet ants again? I don't remember. Can you show the Lundy after? Yeah, I can. But yeah, she's big. This is Atta texana. This was a 2-queen colony. Sadly, one of the queen died this afternoon, and yeah, they arrived. They were in the mail too long, so yeah, it was some bad luck. Okay, no, I don't have those. Okay, so this is the Atta. Let me get the Acromyrmex Lundy. We'll start with hello, Clover. So, well, it's a bit humid in there. Oh, if I turn it around, you can see inside the cup. So this is the smallest colony we have at the moment. This is our Acromyrmex Lundy. They started as 3 workers, but as you can see, there's around 8. And the fungus has doubled in size the last 2 days. Before that, I was a little bit worried. But yeah, they are doing really great. Oh, you just missed the taxana, but I'll get them again at the end, Niels. Don't worry. So this is the small colony. These are getting bramble leaves and dandelion. These are my own designs. So this was a small colony. This is the bigger fungus, but the humidity has gone up humongous. These only use leaves, and they are getting bramble, butterfly bush, and as you can see, this is actually a yellow one, but it's dandelion. But the fungus cup is getting very humid, the whole setup. So I already stopped hydrating the nest for a little bit. And, well, the cup is almost full. So I'm going to place a bigger cup probably tomorrow. So that's actually good news. Well, they're still in testing, Ants Apprentice. I hydrated. There's a system in the floor. As you can see, there's a mesh. And there's a water reservoir under the mesh. No, they're not pupae. They're actually flowers from flower leaves. The cup is to make a very humid chamber around the fungus. But as you can see, it's doing its job a little bit too good. Petals, yeah, petals. Okay, now, well, if we're on the leaf cutter setups, I'm gonna put these two away, and I'll get the big setup. 1 second. So these two were the founding setups, but we also have a full setup. So I'm going to turn them around for a second because I want to show you guys something awesome. So this is the full setup, but let me see if I can find one real quick. Yeah, there we go. This is a queenless colony. It was given to me as donor fungus, but they are making elates. You see that big white blob there? That is probably going to be a prince. Yeah. The other colonies that I had, one of them came over with bad fungus. The fungus did not survive the travel. So the shop that sold it to me sent me donor fungus. But donor fungus is shipped with live ants that keep the fungus alive. So during shipping, they're in a box with more fungus or more ants. And afterwards, I kept those ants alive. And they are still building fungus, which is very good because now I have spare fungus if something happens to the other ants. And apparently the tubing is a bit loose because, as you can see, we've got some escapees. And the tricky thing is not catching them, but is sorry. If you see any, let me know. Yeah, there's one on the floor there. As soon as I open one of the lids, they are storming that lid. So I have to switch around where I put them back. There's still two more out. But this is the big colony. Acromyrmex Lundy. So again, bramble, dandelion seeds. This is their feeding area. Then they go through the piping. They go in to the fungus chamber. And then when the fungus is not used anymore or excess leaves are put in this outworld. These ants are very clean. They take care of their trash themselves. So, Acromyrmex Lundy. Oh! You see them? 3 more elates. I'm really wondering what's going to get out of those cocoons. Because the cellar, Ilias, hasn't encountered it before like this. So that's going to be epic. The only thing I don't understand is that we had 2 more escapees, but I don't know where they went. I don't want them mixed up in another colony or something, so I would really like to catch them. No. It's hard to get the seasons for the nuptial flights right that you can get a pair going. Let's put it like that. Yeah, they are amazing builders. I mean, for size comparison, this is about 3 tennis balls. And it started out, let me grab the cup. So they came over in this cup. And that cup is really small. And now it's like 3 tennis balls. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I got one. There should be one left, but I don't see it. Okay. Oh, it's right here. Nice. I got them all. Everyone's back. Thank you, Tabor. Is there anywhere to buy a small colony in the US? They just put a few links down. I think Atlantis was one of them. And you have stateside ants. By the way, guys, thank you, Tabor, for the donation. The best way to donate is through the Ko-fi link that's in the description. Because, to be honest, YouTube takes a large chunk of the donations for themselves. So, I mean, these ants, the leaves that they sometimes walk with, they're not cutting a lot at the moment because their fungus is quite a big size. But see that leaf over there and the ant next to it? It just walks with that on its back casually into that room. Oh, that's fine, Tabor. So, yeah. I saw some ant species coming by. Which ones do you want to see next? I'm going to put these girls back. Nice. Do you have Tetramorium? The biggest colony that I own is Tetramorium, but the colony is so big that I always show it at the end of the stream because I cannot take the setup out of the Viv anymore. It's too big. Oh, yeah, Tuur. I'm going to get the Acorn ants first because Tuur has been asking for them the whole time. After that, I'll grab one of the separate Tetramorium. Hey, where did I put the yeah? Where did I put the Temnos? Ah. Do you guys remember that I had too many ants? Well, I have too many ants. I'm losing them inside my Viv. So, welcome to the everlasting rice fields. As you can see, they still have some egg in there from they still have some egg in there from Easter. Yeah, and these are tiny ants. But this is one of the cutest colonies that I own. While you guys are looking at that, I am cleaning out the outworld. I can show you in a bit. There's some activity out there, but I'm trying to get all the stuff out of it. Just Where's the queen? Somewhere in there. Go find her. The queen is about 1 millimeter bigger than the rest, so that's around a quarter bigger than the rest. So this is Tetramorium and Crematogaster, also called acorn ants. They start their colonies mostly in, well, acorns. There is a small animal called a weevil that will make a small hole, put its worm in there. When the worm is big enough, they crawl out of the acorn, and then the acorn ant queen will move in and start its colony. So if you see an acorn with a small hole in it, there is a possibility that there is a queen in there, or actually a colony inside an acorn. So I gave them some water. Well, the queen lays eggs, the eggs turn into larvae, the larvae turn into pupae, that's like small cocoons. This is for most species, and after the cocoons it becomes an ant. Sorry. They can also nest in walnuts, yeah, but also under twigs, in twigs. This is Tetramorium and Crematogaster, also called acorn ants. By the way, guys, if you want to see the list, I see the questions come by a couple of times. If you want to see the list of species that I have, it's on the Discord. So you can join the Discord. The link is in the description. And there you can see most of the species. Some of the species are still a secret. So, on to the next. What lens do you use? This is no lens. This is just my phone. And I'm currently working on OnePlus 7 Pro. Harps. Okay, harps. So the harps did a big cleanup. I need to make space first. So I'm putting another setup on the table here. I don't have enough space, guys. I'm really moving stuff around to show it all. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Alan. $49 people watching. Nice. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and of course, today, take good care of your mothers. So, these ants are actually also testing one of the jaw drinkers, and to be honest, that's working amazing. It will be in the shop very soon. And as you can see, there is not a lot of cocoons anymore, but there are tons of new workers. All of the eggs have hatched except for 2. We have new eggs in the back. And I am going to show you something weird. Is that a black enclosure nest? Yes, this is the black nest with a gypsum insert. And yes, Ebola, they are epic, as you know. Can you show the weavers? Yeah, in a sec. I need to fill up the water for these girls. No, these are Harpagnathus venator, also known as jumping jack ants. They are okay big. We got bigger ones. Yeah, they're able to jump about 10 centimeters. These girls are hunters, but as you can see, there's a live red runner on the rock there, and these actually hunt when they want. So there's always food in the outworld, and they close off the entrance. You can see that there's a pile of dirt. They close off the entrance so that the red runner cannot get in. And then when they need food, they just go out and hunt. So I make sure that there's always some live prey in there, and then these girls can hunt when they want. Yeah, they have a stinger. So they have jaws, but the jaws is more for grappling, for grabbing hold of the prey. And then, as you can see, they right at the tip. Yeah, it's hard to see, but they have a stinger, and yeah, that hurts. But epic ants, you can find on the YouTube channel. I made a care guide for them. They are not the easiest, but they are far from the hardest to keep. So yeah, epic species, Harpagnathus venator. Okay, let's put these back. And then I have to grab another setup because, yeah, they're kind of stuck next to each other in the vivarium. It's a species that you all love, so I'm going to make some space that we can keep them around for a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know these are Carebara diversa, the most polymorphic species that we have. Hey, Austrians! And look at the brood. Look at it. Do you remember when it was this nest that was full? This nest is 3/4 filled. Yes, they are going to need a new nest soon. But the nice thing is that they also know when I look under the lid, something is going to happen. So some of the ants are already running out. I am going to grab a red runner and let's see if we can get a trail going. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe. I'm really happy the video from yesterday about the Camponotus lateralis is doing really good. This red runner looks alive, but yeah, I crushed his head, so okay, it's flopping around a little bit more than I want it. So sorry, it's was not supposed to be live feeding. As you can see, one of the tricks that they use is that they grab hold of other stuff. Okay, it actually managed to get in. Oh, it's getting swarmed. It managed to get into the feeding corridor. Oh, I need to get a better view for you guys. That, she is having a bad time. I might give you guys some better lighting, but they grabbed the carcass of a mealworm and used it as to weigh it down. But somewhere there is a red runner. Okay, I'm gonna grab another one. And yeah, these ants are known for swarming, but also for weighing down prey and making really nice trails. Yeah, so the smaller ants are called normal workers, but the bigger ones are called majors. And majors have different... every ant has a different role inside the nest. So the bigger species, the bigger ants mostly have guarding duty, but also are needed to cut up prey and stuff like that. These ones can have more queens. Yeah. But we have a one queen colony. Okay. So this one is doomed. I am going to place another one in the outworld because I would love to show you guys a really nice trail. Let's see how this is going. No, they are not able to inbreed. Did I miss a Solenopsis? No, because I don't have Solenopsis. Well, as you can see, some of the ants have actually found it now. They are going to, they're giving off pheromones, and the pheromones will make sure that more ants will come into that direction. No, it's nature. Yeah, this ant is dead. The other one was supposed to be dead as well. This ant species is able to take down prey just by brute force, but no, it's not a boss fight. Because this colony is still, it is still small. You can see a trail starting now, by the way. No, I don't sell queens. I sell the nests. Thecraftingant.com, you can buy the setup. Feeding time, yes. So this colony is not that big, so they are not... I don't give them a lot of live feeding. Well, actually, I don't. Guys, do you remember how the setups depends on what you want? Go to thecraftingant.com and you can see it there. You remember how many ants there were in the nest before we gave them some food? Now it's only eggs. Well, there's still workers there. So you can see how many are actually running out for food. Yeah, they're fighting over, well, they're not fighting, but I saw another question. Getting a new colony this week. Can I feed them grass seeds or normal seeds, foods for rabbits? The food for rabbit seeds are a bit too big. Grass seeds is possible. Dandelion seeds is fine. Chia seeds is fine. But you can give them grass seeds, but what you can do is snap the grass seed in half beforehand so that they don't have to open it. So you can give them tougher seeds, but then you have to help them. If you give them chia seeds, they are able to store them themselves and keep them available for a longer time. So they store it and they use it when they need it. That's the nice thing about chia seeds. Or other smaller soft seeds. 50 viewers. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget, like and subscribe. If you want to join our Discord, it's in the link is in the description. And don't forget, thecraftingant.com for all the setups. Okay, I'm going to leave them here so that we can see them a little bit. We had a question for, Tetramorium by Carebara. Do you have Crematogaster? Yes, I have Crematogaster singularis. So, let's see. This is one of our Tetramorium by Carebara. These girls were testing this setup. This setup or the Crematogaster? The Crematogaster, I always say it wrong. Because the Crematogaster is a 1 queen, and this is this started as a 2 queen. But it's a split off from the large colony that we have. And that colony is large enough that it's already inbreeding. No, not yet on the weaver ants. I will do that in a second. I think Ants Apprentice, was it? That also added it. Did you show the Attas already? Yes. Noah, about that. Sadly, the queen that was flipping over constantly did not make it. How do you keep them in? Well, all the setups are closed off. The watering holes have plugs. This is completely sealed off. And then in the outworld, you have a barrier. The barrier that I'm using here is alcohol. The queen died. Yes, one of the queens from the Attas died half an hour before the stream. She was upside down the whole day already. And while I was talking to Elias on the phone, yeah, she was gone. So I already took her out. Rest in peace, drunk queen. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, but I'm working something out with Elias. Because we had some bad luck with shipping. But then again, I don't think it's all his fault. So yeah, we're working something out. It's gonna be fine. How many queens are there in total? The Texana was a 2-queen colony, which is now a 1-queen colony. Okay, I'm going to grab. By the way, look over there. I'm going to grab the other bicarionatum real quick. Yes, I am probably going to merge the 2 queens. So the other Tetramorium, as you can see, I've given them some blue sugar water, and now there are blue eggs. Are you ever going to get honey pods? Yes, I am. But as most of you in the stream already know, I make my own setups. This also means that I buy ants and then make setups for them. I don't have the time yet to make a setup for honeypots, so that's why I don't have honeypots yet. Yeah, they're on the wish list. You can see the wish list on the Discord. It's right next to the list that we already have. Yeah, I saw the remarks already on the. I mean, for now, the leaf cutter setups are okay. I know that I need to change a few things for the connections and stuff like that, but the humidity part is working. So I am working on smaller starting setups for now. Yeah, I'll grab the Acromyrmex. Yeah, I already showed the Texana, but I can show them at the end again. Okay, singularis. To be honest, they are not looking very happy. And they have brood in the outworld. But they are also still in the nest. I don't understand why there are so many in the outworld. As most of you know, Crematogaster, singularis are escape artists, and they are actually chewing right through the white tongue. So they have made tunnels. They are constantly trying to escape, and they are everywhere. They're in the double drinkers. They're in the outworld. There are some casualties there. They are always everywhere. So there is still brood. Also here in the nest. But you can just see that they have been running around and chewing all around the sides. Chromatogasters chew everything. Doesn't matter. They will also try to eat through the plastic. In the end, they will succeed. They will eat through anything. So I am happy. They have been in this setup for 8 months now. And yes, they are chewing on the plaster. But the acrylic and the 3D printed is perfectly fine. Can I show the queen? Yep, found her. It's always the question, where is she hiding? And she is right there. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, there's even more brood over there. Epic. See, they are already crawling towards the watering hole, which means time for the red lid. You wanted to see the Carebara trash piles. Well, right there behind the bush. Okay. A species that I said already a few months ago that I need to bring them back to Stein. And yes, I'm talking about the trap jaws. They are still here. Stein is very busy with his exams. So I didn't have the time yet to visit him. So they are still here. That is actually the queen over there. And they are, let me see. Yeah, they took all the brood outside. They are very nervous ants. Constantly moving nests. Trying to build sandcastles outside. Venatars, you missed them. We already had the Venatars. So I am going to give them a mealworm because I haven't had time to get fruit flies. So they are getting mealworms. No, inside for Germany you don't need to pay. Well, it's the normal tax, the normal VAT. But I am happy to see that they are accepting the mealworms. You can see 2 cocoons in the back corner there. And the larvae. Well, they're showing us everything. Maybe, yeah. So, yeah, they still have water. Is that another larvae over there? Yep. Okay. Okay, let's grab the next colony. As you can see, they are starting to transport the red runner. Somebody was asking for Camponotus vagus. Let's see how they are doing. Yeah, trap jaws are not the biggest colonies. Okay, last week we saw that there was less brood. Let's see how they are doing now. That is quite some more ants. There's less brood, but more ants. And we have new eggs. Do you always stream vertical? The trick about that, HJ Gaming, is that vertical streaming also appears on the shorts list while you are streaming. So this is Beasley, our very, very, very black Camponotus vagus queen. Beasley is a friend of mine. He was the first ever subscriber to the channel. That's why we're calling them Beasley. Is the queen the same big as Camponotus and Ligniperda? Ligniperda is the biggest one. And I think that Vagus and Camponotus are about the same. The wooden nest holds up really well. Be sure if you want to use a wooden nest that the colony is big enough. This one is on the edge. Show the Nikos. The Nikos are not here anymore. The Nikos are at Martin. At our moderator Martin. Okay, well, I gave them some blue sugar water. I think they like it. Funny thing is, the blue on black won't work. The Nikos, yep. Okay, let's go for the next one. One of the cutest ant colonies that we have on the channel. And it's fun because it's a 2-queen colony. And it is our Lasius flavus. And one queen always stays in the nest. And the other queen, when it's a little bit dry, crawls into the double drinker. Now I'll give some humidity to the nest. Tomorrow everyone is back in the main nest. It's a cycle it's weekly. And these girls were actually this was the first gypsum floor that I made in the outworld. I don't sell them like this. I might do a tutorial on it. It's not hard to do. And it makes life so much easier. Yeah, Lasius flavus, it's just a cute little colony. Always happy, and yeah. I think you should separate them. Yeah, no. I like them as a 2-queen colony. They are doing fine together. So yeah. It's not white tongue, it's gypsum. But tomorrow they're back in the nest again. If I forgot them to water them on Wednesday, they move into the tube, and tomorrow they're back. They are shy. Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, the red runner is almost in the nest. Guys and girls, get your sunglasses ready. Yep. Lasius niger. So this is the only pink setup at the moment with a unicorn in there. Oh, they are in need of some extra water. But this is my daughter's Lasius niger that she caught herself in September, the last nuptial flights of the year. And yeah, she takes care of them on Wednesday. I take care of them on Sunday so that you guys can actually see it. I get the question more often, do you also sell nests in other colors? On request, yes. I actually made a large pink nest for one of my German customers. Sadly, we're having some shipping issues. But this one is doing good. So, pink setup. Needs a pink smiley tray, of course. Lasius niger caught in our own backyard. They are also getting some blue sugar water from me. I shipped to the US. Yeah. Sadly, through all the tariffs and stuff, shipping prices have gone up. So shipping to the US is not cheap, but I do sell to the US. Okay, on to the next colony. And I think it's time to get the merchants out. What do you think? Should we get the merchants? Okay, I need to make some space. Sorry for that. Ooh, camera. Well, with the diversa did not go as to plan, but some ant species need live prey, and one of those species I am going to put the Carebara away because I just don't have the space. Sorry, 1 second. Let me give you a nice view. Ta-da! Cigars. No, it's closed now. But the Carebara have never gone to the roof. So, let me move them back a little bit. These are our bullet ants, Texas bullet ants. And they are also known as the Merchants of Death, or focus, the cigar factory. And that is just because of their humongous amounts of cocoons. But they are doing epic. I always get the question, what is your favorite ant colony? I still don't have a favorite one, but this is top 3. And which one are the other 2? I'm not going to tell. Okay. These are Texas bullet ants, Neopanera filosa. As you can see, these are the original testers for the jar drinker. These ants have... Can you please get off? They're also called hairy panther ants, by the way. So, Neopanera filosa, why they're so expensive? Because the market is small. There's not a lot of them getting to Europe. They are from the southern parts of America. So, these can actually pack quite a sting. No, I'm not testing it. These only eat live prey. So I am going to be live feeding them. These are getting a live cricket. They will hunt it down. They will sting it. And they will take it into the nest. So, if you don't like live feeding, I'm sorry. I have to, so this is the time to leave. So, get ready. Incoming red runner. I will try to follow it with the camera. They are constantly fed. They get about a red runner a day. So they might not be interested today. It's out of camera view. Oh, there it is again. So they are a bit, how do you call it? Yeah, they're a bit lazy hunters lately, because I have the feeling that they know, like, there's food coming every day anyway. So, yeah. You're from the south of the US. Oh, nice. And they have a bite for sure. Yeah. This is probably the most toxic ant species that I have. They're in the back again. Oh, there it's coming back. A lot of times I get the question, why don't you starve them so that we can get better action during the live feed? Well, it's as simple as that. I take care of my ants. I don't. I'm not starving them for my entertainment. So yeah, they are taking it slow with this red runner, but I'm not going to starve them before just to have better footage. Because in the wild it works the same. When they have had enough food, they'll stop hunting. Some species don't. They just kill everything inside. For instance, the Carebara leave nothing in that comes into their territory. Okay, now it's getting... they are getting a little bit agitated. The favorite meal? I think for these guys is actually cricket. But I don't have crickets at the moment. Come on, guys. Well, girls. They are from the south of the US. And we got them as a gift for the channel from the Ant Merchant for our 1,000 subscribers. We did a big giveaway, and during the live stream for me doing the giveaway, I got a message, personal message from the owner Stein, that I could keep them. They are really not going for it today. I'm sorry. The bug that's running around is a red runner, and the ones that are hunting are ants. I'm gonna do another giveaway at 2,500, so 2.5K, or 1,000, or 1,000 on Discord. Yes, there is a queen. Where is she? The queen is just a little bit bigger than the rest. I don't see her at the moment. Well, they're not going for the red runner anyway. I just saw that there is a big pile of eggs and more pupae. Oh, that is the queen, by the way. The one on the wall there. Yeah, this is my phone. It's a OnePlus 7 Pro. These ants about 7 months, and I've been keeping ants since the beginning of January 2024. Okay, this is going to take a little bit. So I am going to grab the next colony because they're not going for it today. And I was hoping, like, this stuff happens, what always happens, like I'm around the corner and they will they overpopulate living space? Yes. Oh, thanks, Cream. They will, but this setup is modular, so I can just add on. So as you can see, there's connections. There's still a blind here. There's a blind on this side. So I can just add new nests or more outworlds. And this system is the same as this. So you have small nests with small outworlds, and you have big outworlds with big nests. You can find it all at thecraftingant.com. Okay, I'm going to leave them in the background. We're going to hop over to these girls. These are our harvester ants, or messy barbarus. And of course, I take the lid off, full panic. It's always the same. They start running into the water tube. Pupae, eggs, larvae, seeds, more seeds, and they are running out there. I was thinking of cleaning some seeds out, but it's not sprouting, so I'm not too worried. Okay, let's head back to the Filosa, because they are really going at it now. Messy Barbara. Oh, they're fighting in the background in the corner. Did it get away again? No, there it is. Yep, got away again. Crap. Yeah. So it's Messor barbarus, but I call them messy barbarus. Come on, girls. No. Well, they eat their own brood. So the eggs and the larvae, but they don't eat workers. So they kind of eat their kids. That's what I'm saying. No, it's getting away the whole time. I'm feeling a bit sad now for the red runner. It really depends. It really depends on how long, when they are fed, how many larvae do they have. Oh, it went into the nest. That's a bad move. Now the ants are going, oh, it's on the cigars. They're going to go into defensive. Yeah, okay. It has been stung several times already, so it's gonna be done in a bit. So the sting that they have, the toxins in there are paralyzing. They're not killing. Yeah, that's it. It's paralyzed. In this way, they can keep their prey for a very, very long time. So they don't have a refrigerator or anything, but they just paralyze it. Wait, what is happening? It's resisting a lot. Damn. Okay, now it's done. I'm gonna put the colony away because it gives a lot of stress for them when something gets into the nest. So I'm giving them their space now. So, for the viewers, yesterday, on Friday, I released the latest video, and it was about Camponotus lateralis. I did not know how messy Camponotus lateralis is. Because what temperature required for optimal living depends on the species. But most of them like it warm. So I have 2 vivariums where I keep all my setups, and they are set at between 24.5 and 25.5. But it really depends on the species. So I gave these ants that blue sugar water. They are really messy. It's like they are marking their terrain. I feel, you see the blue specks on the wood? There's still ants in there. Oh, see, one just went in. But now look what they have done to the wooden insert. There is blue specks everywhere. Okay, they're munching on a piece of red runner right there. All the gases are blue, by the way. But they are putting the blue sugar water everywhere. So I hope that we don't get an outbreak of fungus or mold. Exactly, Fuzz. No, actually, they bring they regurgitate it. And I got the questions from you guys. Where is the queen? Well, as I said, they are pretty polymorphic. I mean, that one's pretty big. Is that the queen? I don't know. Normally the nest, not, but to be honest, this setup is actually too big for the colony. I made a misjudgment because they were living inside this twig and there was a big pile of brood under it. And I wasn't sure how many ants were in there. So I was doubting between a medium and a large setup. I went for the large, and it's too large. The outworld you sometimes have to clean. You have to get rid of the carcass of the stuff that they eat. But normally the nest they will keep clean. But now that the nest is too big, they might be putting trash in the nest, which is bad because it can get moldy. And that's something that you don't want. Carebara divisions are clean ants and have a garbage. Yeah. Now I know because we have diversa on the channel. I showed them before already, but they make really nice trash piles in the back of the outworld. I cleaned the outworlds, yeah. But it depends on the species, how many times. And sorry, I have to grab some red runners for these girls. These have a constant supply of sugar water. Okay, on to the next. So Rita and the irritators are actually doing good. Just look at the amount of workers that are actually out there. My brother's wife, brother's daughters. Okay, on to almost all ants are girls, yes. So one of the biggest species that we have, Camponotus singularis. And they are doing good. Do you recommend this species? To be honest, they are hard starters. That actually looks like a drone, you're right. I did not even notice that. Why now a drone? It's way too early. Singularis is pretty slow growing, but it's also a hard starter. It took a long while for me to get brood. I don't know why there's a drone. I mean, it's like a 15 worker colony. Like, why? Exactly. Weirdos. Weirdos. Well, mostly the other ants are not eaten, but the harps killed all the male elates this week. So, yeah. So, you want to see drones? This was Singularis. I just found something else out yesterday. I got another colony with drones. Let me grab them. I hope that they're still in there because it wouldn't get pulled out. So, another colony from the ant merchant, as you all know. Novo Messor Coccarelli. And now help me look because we had drones today. Where did you go? Are you in the nest? I don't see you in the nest. Not in. I made pictures of it. I'll put it on the Discord. Where is it? All right. I can put all the ants. You want to see ant dominoes? They are going to build a Tower of Pisa over there. What is the best cockroach species to breed and feed to ants? Depends. I mean, I keep red runners and I keep dubias, but the dubias are perfect for these kinds of colonies because they are a lot bigger. But red runners are better for the smaller colonies. So it depends on what ants you're keeping. Where did the drones go? I had like 5 or 6 drones. Did they already eat them or something? Or at least kill them? I don't see them. Where do you get your nectar? Well, to be honest, I just make it. 1 spoon of powdered sugar, 3 spoons of water. And then you can add some food coloring if you want. And what is powdered sugar? What you put on your pancakes. If the drones cannot fly off, they are killed. Yeah, but the Messors don't need protein. They get their food from the seeds, and that's fine. Why don't I see the drones anymore? I do find the queen, though. There in the middle. Hello, Queenie. You can, but then you have to warm it so that the sugar actually mixes with the water. And if you use the powdered sugar, if the water is a bit hot, it's fine. Yeah, she's a pretty queen, and she's always running around. And sometimes she's very hard to find, and the other time you see her right away. But see the reaction on a little bit of sugar water. Is it true Carebara can also eat seeds? I heard from many people that they can, but I haven't tested it yet. I actually might do that this week, give them some chia seeds and see what happens. Liquid is best, but not so deep, they will drown. Yeah, I have different sizes of, the feeding dishes are called smiley trays. And this species, they get a big smiley tray, and smaller species get a small smiley tray. Some have liquid feeders, but I have liquid feeders with larger holes and smaller holes. So it really depends on the species. As you can see, there's one ant over there just standing on the liquid, which is fine. I'm just bummed that I don't see the drones anymore. I have pictures, so... I spotted a drone. See it? In the middle? Now you guys know that I just wasn't making it up. I was telling the truth. Drones. Okay. Nice. Noot. Let's grab the next colony. No, I don't have a Solenopsis colony. Okay, on to the next ones that need a new tube. The ones with the gold. Yeah, I'll show the weavers in a bit. Camponotus parius. It's a very beautiful Camponotus species, but it's not fast growing. Yeah, there's a little bit of brood there. It's a very healthy colony. It's been from the start. I got these as a gift from the ant merchant. Does irritants chew and dig a nest in the wild? Yes. Do they chew now on the nest? No. Okay, I got a new water tube. How long does the males live until the... that depends on the species, but males don't have a long life expectancy. Normally outside of the nest during nuptial flights, they'll fly out, they'll mate, and they will die right away. And inside the nest, I see them with the diversa. They're alive for a few weeks, and then they are killed. So it really depends on the species. Okay, I'm gonna put you back to the irritators. So the weavers. Let's grab the weavers. I need to make some space because the weavers is a big setup. The setup is not done, guys. I am really working on it hard because I listened to what people were telling me that I should get the tube from the floor, but I just haven't managed to make the setup that I want for it. I am happy to see that the queen has moved into a new tube. Because the tube that they have now, I was not able to use in my setup. So green weavers, Ucuphilias macradina. They are in a weaver setup, but I am making something special for them. I am from the Netherlands. But I do speak some German and understand it. You can hear it. Nice. Your Ukophilia are doing amazing. Content, please. Oh, they are going to the roof. Nice. Fun thing about the Schmagradina, they are very aggressive ants. Put your hand in there and they'll be coming. Hello, Mirentine. Why do I have... So, yeah, they're doing good, running around. But as I said, I need to make a setup for them. You guys want to see some queens? Let's get some queens. Okay. So as you guys could have seen on the list, we got some new queens. First off, another Messor barbarus. I want her to test a setup, which is almost done. I hope to finish it tomorrow, and then she can be the tester of that. Then we have Ligniperda, also with brood. I want to give her a nice setup. Well, I was able to buy these pretty cheap. I know Sadie's not here at the moment, but it is Camponotus, which is also with some brood. So, for Mother's Day, 3 new mothers. So guys, we still need to do the Renaissance or Fidole nodas, and of course the big Tetramorium colony. Is there anything else that you guys want to re-see that I should get out again? Let me know. The leaf cutters, yeah, but I'll when we move to the Viv, I'll show them. I'll show the Atta and the Lundy. I'm not gonna pick up the setup again and put them here, but I'll show them inside of the Viv. So yeah, we're going back to the Lundys and the Atta. Yeah. First, I am going to put these girls back, and I'm going to grab the nodas because then I have finished the schedule. Yeah, it's probably from late nuptials, and then they hibernated. So I gave the Noda's nest a big clean. It's still dirty, but it's clean. Thanks, Ebola. Thank you for joining. Don't forget, like the video. It helps with the algorithm. I'll talk to you later, bro. So the singularis is still... They're not doing bad, but they're also not doing good. Again, there is brood. There is activity. But it's not a lot. I would love to see some more. Does your Noda outward smell? Well, to be honest, almost all setups smell. There's not much you can do about it. There is not much you can do about it. So I am going to give this colony a big treat because they are not doing too great, I thought. It's time for a dubia. What do you think? They already know it's feeding time. Because that's Noda in a nutshell. They are very active, and as soon as you do something with the nest, they run to the outworld, and it gets impossible to do anything except feed them. Look at the response. No, guys, I am not able to speed anything up. This is actual speed. Try a gypsum insert. Well, they were doing fine in here. And then I messed up, if you remember. It's not a secret. It's on one of the... Whoa, there's a trail coming. Hello! Yeah, I'm not gonna try that name. I'm sorry. Lots of ants coming out. These are also called big-headed ants. As you can see, the majors have quite big heads. Just look at the numbers on it. Their swarming force is awesome. The name of a snail. Okay. Well, my daughter likes snails, but I'm not... Are they hard to contain? To be honest, no. No, I have no trouble with them, but I am quite happy with my setups, to be honest. I mean, everything I tried to make for the smallest ant species. And yeah, I really designed everything around the smallest ants possible. All the tolerances that I use are within 1/10 of a millimeter, so... But just see how many ants just got out of the nest. Maybe I can give you an even better view. from the top. Does the big tetra outworld smell? You don't want to know. How tall are you? Like 184? Like deaf? Nah, just like stinks. Does your nest and outward work for Messor barbarus and Messor structor? Where to buy? Etsy, eBay? No, craftingant.com. And yes, hey, Ants Belgium, welcome back. Yes, they are suitable for Messor barbarus. The mesh nest work really well for barbarus because you can make dry sections and wet sessions. So yeah, they work pretty well. We have 3 different sizes for mesh nest: medium, large, and small, medium, large. So it depends on the species or on the colony size, but oh, that's cool. Well, thecraftingant.com. If you want more information or more pictures on the ants, you can join our Discord. The link is in the description. We have several pictures there. No, I did not watch El Clasico today because I had to watch my own club. The diversa, no, I made a gypsum floor with sand on it. Any super mages? Not yet. The species we are looking now at only have workers and mages, so this is the biggest that they get. Which one do you support? AZ, Ajax, PSV? No, FC Twente. I live very close to the German border, so. To be honest, these mages are tiny. They are tiny. They're cute though. Okay, I'm going to set some stuff up here so that we can look at the large tetra nest, and then we'll go past the leaf cutters. Yeah, the Fidole, they will try to bring it into the nest. That's why I cut it up into smaller pieces. Okay. I am going to do the rest by hand. So, as you can see in the back, the tetras had a massive die-off. This is the die-off of 3 days because I completely empty out this outworld. So a huge die-off. There is several hundred dead workers there. This is our large outworld. This is a special one because this colony goes through the tetra tunnel in to the vivarium where the actual nest is. And as you can see, I gave them blue sugar water, and they have given it to their larvae. So the nest is actually turning blue greenish. But as you can see with the die-off, this nest is now looking pretty empty. They also put ants in that corner. I'm not very happy with that, but there's not much I can do. So I might actually put an outworld there, and then hopefully they will put the dead ants over there, because this is the farthest away from the actual outworld. So yeah, so this is the most active nest, which is logical, because it's the closest to their feeding grounds. At the moment there are no elates, but there is tons of brood. Hey, Solenopsis Campo, what's up? So this is the biggest colony that we have. There's still a couple of thousand in there. So yeah. Okay, let's go down, because here we have our Atta, which is now a one queen. As you can see, there are small pieces of leaves there. Sadly, that is small pieces of leaves that I put on the fungus. They are not putting the fungus away, so it looks like they're accepting it, but they are not cutting at the moment. So that's also something that I'm a bit worried about, which I'm also talking with Ilias about. So we might try and merge two colonies with new fungus. So we are working at that. We're talking about it. And I think it's not all Ilias's fault. So, we're working out a deal. So, yes, that is the Attas. Now we are going to this is the first Lundy, and their humidity is just really high, but they are going to get a big cup one of these days, because this cup, well, it's half a beer cup, is almost full. And I also don't want too much humidity in there, because you don't want the fungus to touch water. They are actually cutting bramble leaves and dandelion, which is really fun, because my daughters are my suppliers. They go on their cycles to the end of the street towards their school, pick all the dandelions they can find, and get brambles. So this is the smallest colony, and they are doing epic. This the fungus has doubled in 2 days. I was a bit worried, but now they are doing great. As you can see, they've been cutting away with the bramble, doing really, really well. Again, humidity is quite high. So, well, at least the humidity inside my nest is working really well. And then we go over to the queenless colony. Yeah, and they are producing drones. There were a couple here at the beginning of the stream. Don't see any now. Which are the easiest to start? From what I know, from what I've heard, Lundy is pretty easy. This is a fungus donor. So my supplier scooped fungus out of his own colony, and with that scoop, there's always ants in the same bucket. Those ants keep the fungus alive during shipping. And when it arrived, I took some of the fungus out, but the workers were still alive. And I asked, what should I do with them? And he's like, yeah, you can throw them away. And I was like, but there's 100 of them. So I just gave them a setup. And now this, the fungus that you are looking at is about 3 tennis balls big. So, yeah. Well, we talk English here, Sergio. You're saying that you're not speaking any Spanish, so that's fine. So, yeah, this is their food outworld. And this is their trash outworld. So this is the complete setup. At the moment, it's tubing. I am working on not using flexible tubes, but actual tubes. More on that later. Hello, Canadian Power. Welcome. Don't forget, like and subscribe. So we are getting to the end of the stream. But now I am going to show you the problem that I have. Because over there is where Rita is going to go, together with these setups. Then this shelf is completely packed. This shelf is completely packed. This shelf is completely packed. This shelf, including an extra shelf, is completely packed. There was a secret colony, and there is a little bit space that I needed for filming. This shelf is completely packed. That is where the Renaissance go. This shelf is completely packed. And then another shelf with the leaf cutters, completely packed. You see a black setup in the back and thinking, what's that? That's empty. That's prepared for something. Top shelf also filled, but that's filled with some secrets. That's why I'm moving on. So yeah, we have 2 vivs that are bursting out of the seams. That's why we already have outworlds on the outside, and the vagas are even staying on top. So, yeah, busy times. But these ones are given away. These ones are given away. These ones are promised to someone. These ones are promised to someone. These ones are not mine. The ones in the back are not mine. So yeah, some are going back to Stein. The only problem is Stein is going on a holiday. Nick, could you keep them for a little bit longer? Sure, dude. I'll keep them for a little bit longer. So now it's a luxury problem at the moment. Luckily, temperatures are going up a little bit, so I can keep some of the ants outside of the viv if needed. So yeah. I am going to flip the camera around and we are going to end the stream. Whoop. So, there we go. Which ones do we want in the back? The leaf cutters? The Attas? Yeah. Well, this is also the room where I do all my designing and testing and has part of the stock of the shop. So, no, I cannot turn it into a complete viv. Time to build an extension to your house. That might be an option, yeah. Are there any questions? Well, my girlfriend lets me keep them in this room, and then that's it. How do you refresh the water in test tubes? Do you mean in a test tube where the queens are in, or in like a double drinker? Because over there we have double drinkers. When they are empty, the ants don't go in there anymore. But for like founding tubes, when they're empty, you have to try and move them into a new one. So yeah. Next week, no video. No, skipping 1 week. It's gonna be one video every 2 weeks. I am too busy with the shop, with designing new stuff, but also my my personal life was not keeping up with making videos. A lot of people forget that the videos that I make, I spend about an hour a minute. So if I have an 8-minute video, that's 8 hours of editing. It's not filming, editing. So there's a lot of work that goes into just editing one video. So yeah, I'm not I just couldn't keep up, to be honest. So I had to make some choices, and I decided that I'm gonna do the streams weekly, but the video one video every 2 weeks. I will be trying to get some shorts out. Face reveal almost every week. I'll be at the end. I'll be talking a little bit to you guys if you have questions. Thanks to you. Well, for the coming weeks, I still need to add the substrate. I still the jar drinkers are. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add them this week. I'm happy with the product. It's working. Several people have tested it. Everyone's happy. So I do a Sunday evening, GMT +1, 8 o'clock. So yeah. Thanks, man. If you join the Discord, I do put live cameras on like the leaf cutters and stuff like that. But there's no schedule. It's just when I have time, when the camera is not filming anything, I sometimes put it up. So yeah. Hello, Ant-Man. Yeah, join the Discord. The link is in the description. Fun things to do, fun thing to see. A lot of people. If you have questions, people are always helping. So, did you show all the things that you have? Everything that you've seen right now, except for the leafcutter pods, they are still in testing. The same for the weaver setups, but all the other stuff that you have seen is for sale. So leafcutters and weavers are in testing. What will the price be of the drinkers? I haven't calculated that, but it's not going to be expensive. It's kind of the same as normal drinkers. It's a little bit more printing time, but yeah. What do you mean by fun things and fun things to see? On the Discord, we post extra pictures. There's a meme section. We have a bar chat where you can talk for whatever you want. There are diaries, so other ant keepers can show their story about their ants. They are in control of that channel inside. We do streams, and most of the times when the streams are on in the evening, I'm also in there. You can talk. there are extra pictures of setups with ants in them, crazy things we're doing. I want to do more building videos, but I don't have the time yet for that. So sorry, I'm a bit behind. I need to do for the flex nest how you service it and stuff like that. I need to do a build video for the large outworld, but I don't have the time. Can I please see the weaver setups? I'm looking for weaver ants. Well, that's the weaver setup at the moment. I don't know if you're on Instagram. The Miran Machinist, he has one. And also our grandpa Martin also has one. He's also on Instagram. You can follow him there. One thing also I like is behind the scene videos. Yeah, well, I'm not showing a lot of our behind the scenes, but we are talking about it. So, yep. Yep. Happy Mother's Day. Pink unicorns. Yeah, we have a pink nest right there with a unicorn in it. Pink unicorns. Woohoo. Okay, well, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Discord. Go to thecraftingant.com to see the setup. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time at the Crafting Ant.